Hi, good morning. Welcome to I Am the Light. My name is Tasha and I'll be doing a reading for the sign of Gemini. Hi, Gemini placements. How are you all this morning? So, my name is Tasha, and if you are new here, welcome. And if you are returning, welcome back, baby. So, Gemini, I have started y'all's reading. This is the third take. The third take. Mercury retrograde is definitely full in effect on I Am the Light, from upload times to disruptions. But I have no fear. Tasha is still going to be here. I don't give a damn how many times it takes. We're going to do these readings and we're going to get them out today. So we're going into the Sacred Rebel Oracle this morning. I've already prayed, I've already saged, and I'm ready to go. It has been a whole week. Last week, I believe Spirit had told y'all if y'all got rid of a certain somebody, your life automatically would magically get better. It was almost gonna be like overnight, and I know exactly how that is. There have been people who have left my energy, and my life has just been like blessings on blessings on blessings ever since. And you don't always realize it until you get rid of certain energy out of your energy. Then it's like you look better, you smell better, you're doing better, and blessings on blessings on blessings start raining down on you, honey, because you did not realize when you did not have something that was supposed to be in your energy. But hopefully by now, y'all took heed to the advice of last week. You did what you needed to do if you had not already done so. And Gemini, so let's see what Spirit got for y'all today. Spirit, I ain't got no water. Oh, yes, I do. Excuse me. I do got some water. I like to keep water in here, but it's behind the camera. So I'm going to just leave it back there and hope for the best. So we're going into, like I said, the Sacred Rebels Oracle. You're going to do a 2-card pull this week. The messages are a little bit longer, but that's what Spirit has for you all, and that's what we're going to go with. Now, that being said, let's get it. Let's go. Spirit guides, ancestors, great divine, I ask for clear, honest messages on behalf of Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Venus rising. What is it that you got for Gemini? Gemini, what you got for them, Spirit? Sun, Moon, Venus rising. I thank you, Ashe. They know, listen, I normally sing y'all song, but I love that song. Gemini. Gemini. I do it for Capricorn sometimes. Depends on how I feel. Now, listen, Gemini, I am silly. And y'all know it. And I smile and I laugh and I play. So, it's just who I am. Y'all love it. That's why y'all keep coming back. All right, Gemini, let's see what Spirit got for y'all. 2-card message, and then we're going to go to the book and read up on it. It might take a little bit longer, but we'll get to love. We got to feed your soul first, baby, because, listen, you got to grow. This is about growing as a person. This is just not about tarot, okay? Spirit, what's the most important thing that Gemini placements need to know? Sun, Moon, and Venus rising. The cards flew out of my hand. 2 cards, please, Spirit. What does Gemini mostly need to know today? Some say take the top one. Ooh. Y'all got number 35, conscious connections. And number 20, softly, softly, the tender touch. Now, I'm not going to lie. This is a beautiful card. These are nice looking cards. This is your conscious connections, number 35, which breaks down to an 8, which talks about abundance. So we're going to see how that 8 might work with your connections. And then we got a number 20, softly, softly, the tender touch. Now, this makes me sad because she looked like she crying, but this is still a beautiful card. Number 20, which talks about balance. So let's go ahead and get it. Let's start with that conscious connection, number 35. Wonder why she crying. We'll find out. We'll get to it. Let's see here. Conscious connections. There is a call for more intimacy in your immediate relationships, Gemini. There is an opening for a heart-to-heart communication that can salvage and restore a broken relationship or friendship if you're willing to honor your differences and look at what unites you. So somebody wants to connect to you, Gemini. immediately. Somebody immediately wants to connect with you, Gemini. They want to talk to you and they want to salvage and restore some sort of broken relationship or friendship that you have with them. But in order to do that, you got to honor y'all's differences and look at what unites you. Now, last week, y'all might have had a third party, somebody that was doing something to you, but we're going to see. Sometimes it's hard to bear the differences between one another. One person may be willing to live a life in high definition, while another might prefer to live more vicariously until they have the confidence to step onto center stage of their own life story. We're not here to judge each other, just to love and to be loved and to let go of those that cannot accept us as we open up to those who can. This oracle brings you guidance for you to trust in the sanctity of those connections in your life. If you have asked to experience a more sacred connection with people who truly get you and want to play life with you rather than be at odds or against you, just know that this oracle is confirmation that manifestation is on its way. So if y'all wanted more caring connections and y'all wanted people who really got you, your kind of people, Spirit hears you, that it's on its way. Okay? Now, on the other hand, some of y'all have some differences with people and it's getting ready to come into fruition for you. It just is requiring a little bit of time, okay? Now, it says, it may not be obvious at first, but kindred spirits are going to enter your life to help you connect with your deeper feelings and creativity. So if y'all have not found y'all soul tribe or found people to get you, it's on its way. If you've been asking for healing in your current friendships or immediate relationships, this could be happen through your willingness to express your true feelings and allow the situation to either fall apart or come together. You got two choices. Either you're going to build it up or y'all going to tear it down. According to the greater workings in life, sometimes webs that have joined people together are broken, and that is appropriate as people may outgrow what once held them together. Sometimes the ties that bind us together are so strong that they are able to withstand a great deal of pressure and still remain intact. The web of connection between us will sever or sustain based on the higher wisdom of life itself. Either way, healing happens in the resolution of our feelings, and we are once again able to feel free, forgive, and be ready to move on to the next stage of relating, either with a person who has been in connection with us for a time or with someone new. This oracle is asking you to remain open to healing connections and allow people to be close to you. Trust the process that draws people in and out of your life. Resist nothing and seek wisdom in all things. I think y'all get what it's saying. Somebody from your past want to talk to you. Let's just call it what it is. Somebody misses you, Gemini. Somebody want to come in. They want to fix y'all's friendship, y'all's relationship, something. Either y'all gonna build it up or y'all gonna take it as it can't be salvaged and y'all gonna end up walking away. It's up to you. So look, either just like this card, you could either face the truth of the matter or you could turn your head away and be like, I ain't listening to nothing you got to say. You could turn your head like this girl here, or you could face it head first and work on that connection. The choice is yours. Now let's talk about number 20. Softly, softly, the tender touch. The feminine wisdom of gentleness can assist you now. When we are at a point in life where we want to attain greater things but don't necessarily have the proportionally greater supply of energy at our disposal, it's time to work smarter and not harder. This is the way of feminine wisdom. So feminine wisdom says work smarter, baby, not harder. Okay? A cultural ignorance of feminine way may currently prevail. We're generally taught that the more force we use, the more we try to make things happen, the more we will achieve. However, the feminine way is not about force, nor is it about driving, striving, pushing, grabbing, none of that to create. It's about inviting what we wish for to come into the space that we have provided for it internally in our lives. This method cultivates more energy, causes less stress, and attracts what is desired. It is a manifestation by invitation rather than by will or force. So don't force it. Just make space for it and let it come on to you. There's an old story that the sun and the wind are debating about who was more powerful. Okay? After boasting about their proudness, they made a wager. A man walked down the street with a coat on, and the wind and the sun decided that whomever could force the coat off the man was the most powerful. So the wind began demonstrating its impressive power, and it blew and blew and blew caught underneath the coat, pulling away and nearly ripping it right off the man. But the man wrapped his coat around himself more tightly to protect himself against the force of the wind. Eventually, perhaps temporarily out of puff, the wind just gave up. Then the sun took over. He shone down, became brighter and brighter until the man slipped off his coat, slung it over his shoulder, and walked down the street, quite possibly wondering what was happening with the weather that day. The wind attempted to do by force what the sun was able to do by just being. Did y'all catch that? So the wind was trying to force the coat off of the man with force, but the sun was just being the sun, which is naturally hot. Man just took the coat off, took the coat off. So you're being asked to surrender your forcefulness and your determination and your intense activity, even though it's just for a moment. Does this mean that you have to surrender to your goals or you were chasing through with endeavors? Certainly not. This is not about letting go of achievement. It's about understanding the process of manifestation in a more intelligent way. There is a way of creating that gives you energy and doesn't leave you utterly worn out. It's about allowing what you want to come to you. Be yourself absolutely, naturally, and with ease. Shine your light and allow your presence to invite that which you wish to receive. It's about cultivating an energetic affinity with what you seek rather than feelings of lack and need. Do you see the subtle but important difference? Gemini, did y'all catch that? So there's a difference between trying to force your manifestation and then just allowing it to happen. To feel that you are already naturally abundant being who gracefully invites for more of what you want in your life is rather than different than feeling lack, fear, and wishing you would change. It's a bit like dressing for the job you want, even if it's not really the job you have. You energetically embody what you wish to attract more of in your life, because like will attract like. Okay? This oracle brings a message. You don't need to push quite so hard to receive what is naturally coming to you. Your push comes with a place of uncertainty over whether or not you will succeed. You need to just relax, have more faith in yourself. All things come in the right time. Divine timing is always at play, according to the great loving wisdom. So you will have your time to shine. Rebel against any voice of fear within or around you that tells you otherwise. It's okay to become softer, to feel energy of what you wish to attract in your life and to act as much as you can as though you already have it that way. You're not fantasizing or daydreaming or failing to live in the real world if you do this. You're just actually working with the feminine art of manifestation through gentle beingness and attraction. So in other words, it's kind of like what they're saying, like when you dress for the job you want, like attracts like. It's like the universe got to all of a sudden play catch up. You're not forcing the job by like pretending. You're just dressing the part. You looking the part. You ain't gotta force it. You ain't gotta force nothing. Just try to be. Don't force. Just try to walk in the being of it. Okay. It says, as you soften into becoming what you're seeking, what you wish for will not be able to resist your shining and your inviting presence. This oracle also comes with a special message that you've been working very, very hard. You have learned much and accomplished much, but now's the time to change your approach. Let go of any force in your approach of your creation. Everything serves a purpose, in learning in the benefits and limitations of a more forceful way. A manifestation through effort and willpower has a useful lesson. However, if you continue with that approach, it will stop working for you because you're now beginning to create a far grander scale that is beyond what an individual can manifest through willpower alone. You're individually creating through your healing art, but also contributing globally to the new consciousness through your own spiritual growth. So some of y'all are manifesting not just by willpower. And that's that, I gotta get it. Spirit saying, okay, that'll only take you so far. Now you gotta manifest through, it's kind of like giving back through the consciousness. So if you're trying to raise through healing, through giving back, to raise the new consciousness, that's another way of bringing in your manifestations. So y'all are a part of the healing manifestation part globally, through your way of being in the world, helping to birth new awareness. So one of the things that if you're trying to manifest something new, an easy way to get your manifestation is by sending out more waves of love and light and raising the consciousness of the collective. Because that's done with unconditional love. This human heart will bring it back into balance with nature when you move like this, when you heal like this. It's essential for the human soul to survive. So you need to be consciously aware of the extent in which this new way of manifesting through receiving rather than just taking can actually help all in humanity. It plays an important role with the greater human evolution. It's the power of attraction and magnetism rather than striving and force that replenish your energy and restore your body, mind, and heart. This change in approach will encourage the shift from head to heart, which is essential for your individual well-being and the greater human evolution. You need to heal so you can help the world heal. Does this give you absolute permission now in your own mind to take an easier approach to your sacred, rebellious, creative manifestation? So don't force it, y'all. Don't go out here and just force. You want your manifestation to come to you, but a lot of times stuff comes to us naturally when we receive what we put out. So if you put out love and light and you're putting out good into the world, then guess what? Your manifestations are going to come to you even faster because you put out a lot. You didn't force the love and light. You just became love and light. And just like the sun, just by you being, your manifestation will arise. So have a more feminine approach when doing your manifestations is the whole point. Okay, so let's move into the tarot. Now we're doing the Modern Witch Tarot is the tarot deck I'm using today. Spirit guides, ancestors, great divine, I ask for clear, honest messages for Gemini. What's going on for Gemini and a person? What's going on for Gemini and a person? Okay, Gemini, let's see. What do you got for Gemini and their person? 5 cards. I might as well call today the art of third parties, because godly, I am over it. I'm so over it. Gemini, listen, you have all the tools you need to create the life you want. You do. You just got to start making some head over heart decisions using that intellect power. You got the Magician upright, the King of Swords upright, Temperance upright, 7 of Cups upright, 8 of Cups upright. All your cards are upright. So to get into that manifestation power, you got all the tools you need. You just got to make head over heart decisions. You got to really break this thing down. You got to use your logic. Okay? And in doing so, you're going to end up staying way more balanced. Okay? You got to make decisions for yourself to keep you in your balance. You don't want to make decisions that's going to have you upset. It's like the reason why you want to stay balanced is you see how this sun way back here is over these mountains. You can't see how to get through trials and tribulations when you're not balanced. It requires balance to calm yourself, to stay grounded, to be able to see the pathway. Look. You see the pathway? Out. There's a path between these mountains, these trials. Mountains are trials and tribulations. And in order to find a pathway, you got to stay grounded. So in staying grounded, you got to make head over heart decisions. Okay? Because you got all the tools you need to be able to do this, Gemini. You just got to, to be able to do it though, you got to stay grounded. You got to stay in that temperance energy, which is that Saggy energy. Okay? And then you can manifest. You can. Okay. Now, You got 7 cups here. But you walking away from the 7 cups and going, leaving, you're going to leave, as you got 7 cups that was full, but then you got the 7 cup followed by the 8 of cups. So I see you walked away from something. I need to know if we're talking about third parties here. Clarify. Spirit, clarify the 7 of cups, please. Spirit, please clarify the 7 of cups, please. Seven of Cups. Something here dried up, never got off the ground, and it's something that you constantly keep on your brain. Why is that? Let me get 2 more. You had to release something that you had worked very hard on because it wasn't getting off the ground. It just kept drying up. Why was it dried up? What? Clarify the Empress. Because there was no equal give and take. Only one of y'all was given. And so you weren't going to ever meet your wish fulfillment because the scales were not balanced. You got the 6 of Pentacles with the Justice and the 9 of Cups in reverse. So somebody had a lot of options, right? But something with you and your person was not going to ever get off the ground because they got all these options. So you had to realize that, okay, this is not going to, it's going to keep drying up. It's going to keep not getting off the ground. If I don't take some time to stop and think. Remember that King of Swords? So you had to get into that logic. So once you, Knight of Swords reverse. So instead of rushing in and trying to fix something, you took a step back. And when you took that step back and you examined everything, because, you know, with the King of Swords and even with the Knight of Swords, these are people who step back and look. So once you took a step back and you actually looked, you could see then that this was something you needed to release because you was working way too hard. You was working way too hard. Hold on. So it was easier to just let it go. Because then you seen that this was not going to be your wish fulfillment. This was not going to be your wish fulfillment because somebody was overindulgent. One person was getting more than the other. 6 of Pentacles, Justice, and the scales had to be balanced. Because see, 6 of Pentacles and Justice is supposed to be about balance, but there's an overindulgence. So something here wasn't working because one person was overindulging and the other person was over here trying to be balanced, but they're the ones who's doing all the giving. So you had to balance the scales. So in order to balance the scales, you had to let the whole relationship go. You had to look at the truth of the matter. And that's when you got to walking away. Somebody got options. Things with me and them are never going to get off the ground. I got to go on and let this go. Got to. They can't invest into me. This relationship is going to keep drying up. If I don't so I just need to take a step back because it can't work like this. They're overindulging in other options. I have to make a hard decision and come in and be my own judge and jury with the Justice. And I got to look at something with the sword of truth and look at the truth of the matter that this is never going to get off the ground. Never. See, there's something behind this curtain. It's like the truth is you had to look behind the curtain. There again, a curtain, 9 of Cups. You had to look behind the curtain. What was behind the cups? Somebody was overindulging in options. So you were going to constantly be working against yourself if somebody got options, Gemini. So you decided, you know what? I got the tools I need. I got everything I need. Let me just walk away. Let me just walk away. This ain't going to ever get off the ground the way I want it to get off the ground because this person is not focusing on you. They focused on them options. All you can see is back of their head. So it's like it'll never get off the ground because they're never going to pay attention to you because they're too busy looking at options. And you knew that you had all the tools you needed, but it just requires you making a head over heart decision. You had to renew your mind and really look at things in order for you to stay grounded and find your way out of this because you clearly weren't happy. See, with the butterflies over the King of Swords head, there needed to be some sort of transformation and groundedness for you to find your balance, to find the pathway out of this. Because they got options and they're not paying attention to you. Can I get 5 more cards, please? And so, you know, this is so funny. Spirit just showed me this. So it's like you walked away, right? But when you walked away, now you walking straight towards trials and tribulations. But you got to stay grounded to get through those trials and tribulations. See the mountains? Same mountains that she walking towards. The 2 mountains are back here. But in order to get the pathway and to have the illumination, because under the moon things are hidden, but now you got to come out into the sun to see where things are exposed. So things had to be exposed in order for you to see your pathway out, that this ain't for you. Does that make sense? Yeah, because see, this situation was going to keep making you unhappy until if you weren't going to be willing to dead it. You had to start looking again, illumination. You had to start seeing the truth of the matter. To find your way out of this mountain, to go towards your wish fulfillment, you had to be enlightened to the truth. So once you became enlightened to the truth, that you knew that you was never going to get your 10 of cups because somebody is looking at options. So this will never be your ultimate happiness when somebody's got their back to you because they too busy focusing on all the other cups that are being offered. So in order for you to find balance, you had to put the final nail in the coffin and just let this thing die. You just had to put the nail in, just put the nail in the coffin. This is like where you bury something and you don't, because this is almost, on some cards, it'll almost look like this person's inside of a, them things that be on, like in cemeteries, you know, the ones where people not buried under the ground. It's like a little house with all the different bodies, and they like put them, they're like made of stone. It looks like a little stone house, a crypt or something, a crypt. So this is almost where you just leave something buried. So in order for you to find your balance, you had to just leave something buried. You're just going to have to let it go, because you're never going to get to your 10 of cups. You had to be enlightened. Hey, the enlightenment says I need to walk away from this because this person has options. So and if they're not willing to bury all these options and let them go, they got to bury it. So you had to bury it to find your balance. Once you found your balance, even though it was like you was headed towards, there was trials and tribulations, those things that was hidden. But in order to find balance, you had to get that illumination to see your pathway out. So then it was like you seen here with the King of Swords and the High Priestess is that, hey, I'm going to use my logical mind. I see somebody's keeping secrets. They go up a half moon. Somebody is keeping secrets. And that's even considered a moon right here on her head. So you had to use your intuition and see, because the moon still shows light. And if you look right here, that almost looks like an eclipse. And the only way you get an eclipse is when the sun and the moon pass over each other. So there it is again. So she had to to be able to see, you have to stay calm. And then you were able to use your sword of truth to see, to be impartial and make a head over heart decision that, hey, somebody's keeping secrets. I need to go ahead and end this. I have all the tools I need. Even though this is not making me happy, I have the tools I need to free myself from this situation. And you took advantage of that. You freed yourself from the situation. Can I get 5 more cards, please? Now, in doing so, by you freeing yourself from the situation, excuse me, y'all. I don't mean to yawn. By freeing yourself from this unhappy situation, now you're more stable. Now you're about to be financially stable. Now you see your way out. You can find your independence. You can find your stability. Now, because you use this sword of truth and you could see past what was being kept secret, and now the wheel can now turn in your favor. Now, because you've decided to let this end, you've grounded your energy, you've gotten that enlightenment to find your pathway out. Now you can be stress-free because you released this person. You've seen that they had options. You said this is not your 10 of cups. You decided I'm going to go off and have a new start, which led you to your 8 of cups. So now you got the 8 of cups. You gained enlightenment. Now the only thing you have to do is wait on new ships to come in. But while you wait, you got to hold and maintain. It's like now you can see it's time to go in a new direction. Now you can see that, hey, I need to wait on something better. Because in doing so, by you waiting for something better, now you're going to be treated the way you deserve to be treated, where you're going to be put up on a pedestal. Somebody's going to give you the attention that you deserve. You're going to find your legacy wealth. But as long as you were out of balance and you don't bury it, if you don't bury it, you're going to stay trapped in it. If you don't pull back your energy and stop pouring love, you're never going to have that new start. You're going to keep being in the 10 of cups reverse. So you had to learn to release this in order for you had to free yourself from the eight of swords. And once you freed yourself, you went into the 9 of swords reverse. Now you're calm, you cool, you collective. You've gained your footing. Then you're not giving any more time, attention, or love to a situation that's not growing you anything because this person has options. So you walked away from a commitment and you're better for it. You got the enlightenment that, hey, I need to drop this commitment. I need to walk away from this. This person's going to always keep you waiting. They're going to always keep you waiting. So you had to walk away. So now you're waiting on better ships to come in. Now you're waiting on your new start, a better new start. One that's better than what you ever could have had with this person. And what's so crazy is that down here by her feet are keys. So you had the keys to free yourself from this commitment. You just had to make the choice. Yes. Okay. So it's like now you realize that it's okay for you to be alone. You don't want to be caught up in something with the devil, because the devil, you can free yourself from the devil. And the way you freed yourself was by looking at something with the truth. Instead of having the blindfold on your eyes with the 2 of swords, it's in reverse. You got to let that blindfold come off so you can see the truth that, hey, this is toxic. This is not healthy. This is a toxic relationship. I'm not getting what I need. This person has third parties, and you had to look beyond the veil. Remember I said, look, and they're going another curtain. You had to look beyond the veil of what is this person hiding? What secrets are they hiding? So you got this here with the High Priestess. You also had a veil with the 9 of Cups. You also had a veil with this, who else had a veil? There was another veil out here. I can't remember what card it was, but I know the 9 of Cups had one. It was another card that had a veil. I can't think of who it is. But I know the High Priestess also has a veil. You had to look behind the veil. That there are secrets being kept. And one of the things is you had to let the blinders come off and you had to face this connection for what it was. This was not a healthy connection. This is toxic. It's better for you to be alone and happy and freeing yourself than to stay. It's better for you to be alone and give yourself the recognition you deserve and free yourself from a partnership that's not growing. It's healthier for you to do that, because if you didn't do that, you're always going to be in a new start. Regret. You're going to always be in regret. Looking at cups that spilled. And so now you have this bridge over troubled waters. You got to get over it. So in order to get over that bridge of troubled waters, you have to examine something with the sword of truth. And there go those mountains, those trials and tribulations. You had to look at the facts. Why are there trials and tribulations with me and my person? In order to get the enlightenment, you have to have some sort of enlightenment, that sunlight you have to expose. Oh, I'm never going to get what I want. I'm going to always be in regret because this person has third parties. So therefore, we can never come together and grow. We'll never come together and grow with the Three of Pentacles. It's better for you to just be alone and face the truth, which is what you did. You faced the truth. You're never going to find happiness with somebody who's keeping you in a third party situation. It's better for you to walk off. It's healthier for you to walk off. Okay, let's get some love witch oracles out here. Spirit guides, ancestors, great divine. Can I get some love witch oracles for Gemini, please, and their person? What's going on between Gemini and their person? I apologize for yawning, but my energy drink is worn off. One more card, please. Oop. All right, so Gemini, this is what we got. And these are facts about your relationship that we have to look at, okay? So Gemini, it says aggression. Consider channeling your intensity into assertiveness, finding balance that ensures that your message is heard without intentionally creating tension. Some of y'all needed to use your aggression, use your emotions in a more healthier way. You needed to temper yourself, kind of like that Sagittarius temperance energy. So by focusing on yourself, and you can be an alchemist. Yeah, you see she's a witch here sitting in front of a bowl of water. She is a witch. You see she got stuff around her. This almost looks like a red moon. You know what I'm saying? In order for her to do this, she had to channel her emotions and her stuff into something else so that she can find herself, to find her balance, okay? That's what you need to do. Channel your aggression so you can find your balance. Fairness. In your interactions, you exclude a sense of equality. Lord, I can't even say it. Equity. Is it equity? Yeah, equity and justice, making everyone feel seen and valued. Y'all, I'm sorry. So in order for you guys have a way, Gemini, of creating a situation where people feel equal and like there's justice so that everybody feels seen and heard. But that also requires you having control of your emotions, okay? Projection. Excuse me, I said projection. That might have been a slip of the tongue, but it says protection. Trust your instincts, honor your boundaries, and may your journey be guarded from harm's way. Protection. Some of y'all are spiritually protected right now. You know what I'm saying? You need to trust your instincts that your spirit team is trying to lead you. So you got to listen to your intuition on, hey, maybe right now is not the best time to do X, Y, Z. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it has to do with a past person. Y'all better listen because it might be for your protection. Strategic. May your path be lined with triumphs and may strength inspire others navigate the journey with the same tenacity. Right now, whatever's going on between you and your person, you had to get strategic to find your path. Way out, okay? Private situation. Some things are meant to be kept private, allowing your love to bloom away from external eyes. Guard intimacy that makes your connection truly yours. Listen, just because you break up with somebody, y'all don't have to tell everybody everything. You can keep your situation private. Even them, it's like they're covering up their face. You ain't got to tell everybody everything. Love lost. Your pain was real and so is your strength. You need to lean on those that love you and take each day as it comes. Some of y'all have lost your love and you're trying to keep it private. You can do that. You can do that. No. Some of y'all, though, this person might come back and tempt you. It's not just about seduction. It's about captivating the hearts with intelligence, confidence, and mystery. Some people like to come back towards you and tempt y'all out. Intoxicating. And this person really must have been able, this person, despite them having a lot of third party situations, something about them is very tempting, very intoxicating for some of y'all, because you like to wrap yourself in the lure of so intoxicating that it can't help but be captivated. Stay away from this. Your pain is real and so is your strength. Do not get caught up and intoxicated with a temptress who is not going to honor your boundaries that you need to protect yourself from. If you say you don't want a relationship with third parties, they need to respect that and leave you the hell alone. You got to be strategic. Right? Right. Okay, let's get two more and then we're going to move to the next oracle. Captivate. She excludes confidence like perfumes, move with grace, wears intelligence like a crown. Love doesn't just come to her, it bows down to her. See, remember I told you, this person's intoxicating. They captivate. They do a lot of stuff in secret too, which is why y'all end up losing love. This person has the ability to influence, or maybe you do. Be true to yourself and remember your influence tends to extend beyond what's visible. So listen, this person is good at influencing people, tempting them, captivating them, and they're a big old flirt. They embrace the lively energy that resides within. Life to them is like a playground. They play freely, love boldly, and let their vivacious spirit shine through. Y'all need to note it though. Look at her face. She looks worried with all those hearts. Action screams and words whisper. I'm going to say it again. Somebody's actions will scream at you while their words whisper. Their actions there was lots of third parties here. There were lots of options for this person to choose from. You need to take note of the deeds, the choices, and the consistency. And what they tell is a tale that is louder than what they say. Pay attention to what this person was doing. They may come back around and say, you know what, Gemini, I love you. But what did their actions say? Their actions speak louder than their words. All right, let's get some messages from your person. And then we're going to move right on along to your money. Spirit, can I get some messages from Gemini's person? 5 cards for what does Gemini's person want to say to Gemini? 5 cards. What is going on with Gemini? What does Gemini's person want to say to Gemini? Five cards, please. It says mother wounds. My mother is a big influence on my behavior and now as an adult. I have challenges connecting to the divine feminine energy within me and externally. So this person has a mother wound. They got a problem with their mama and it affects how they treat women and how they view women and how they relate to you and others. Okay? Is it true? I heard that you were dating someone. Is it true? Please tell me it isn't. This person suspects that you're dating someone new, Gemini. That may or may not be true, but this is what they feel. Let me go. They feel like you deserve all good things in the world, and right now they're just not in space to give you the type of connection you deserve. Live your life and let them go. I mean, they choosing other people over you, Gemini. I think that goes without expression. It's time for you to let them go. It's on. I see you looking good and moving on. I don't care who you're talking to. I'm better and I will compete for you. So even though this person feels like you could find somebody better and they want to let you go, some of them, they're going to try to come back and fight for the connection when you do move on. Because you're out here looking good, smelling good, and putting your best foot forward. They don't really know how to feel. See what I'm saying? On one hand, they're saying let them go, but in the other one, I'm going to fight for you, Gemini. This person is unclear, and that's exactly what it is. They don't know how to feel about the connection anymore. At the bottom of the deck, they wonder, will you listen to them if they came to you and told you, will you hear them all the way out? You know what I'm saying? Are you going to be willing to hear me, Gemini? Others' opinions. This person, it feels bound by their culture, their family's belief on how they should live their life. They're working towards breaking free from limiting myself on based on other people's beliefs. So they know that they got a problem. They listen to other people. All right, let's get to it. Let's get your money message. Spirit guides, ancestors, great divine. Can I get Gemini's money message? What money message do you got for Gemini? Gemini. What money message do you have for Gemini today, Spirit? Did I shuffle them while I'm knocking on them? I don't know. If I did, then now I did. Okay, Spirit, what you got for Gemini? Fear. Overcome your fear of success or failure. Don't sabotage your own success. Gemini, do some of y'all have a fear of success? What? Yeah, don't have a fear of success, okay? Don't allow your fear to make you forget your greatness. Remain positive and on track. It may require you to step out of your comfort zone to achieve the abundance you desire. So some of y'all desire an abundant life, but that requires sometimes us coming out of our comfort zone. Okay, real estate. Some of y'all want to build a solid foundation prior to building several stories above it. Some of y'all want to get into real estate, interior design, architecture, or some sort of home-based business. It's time to go back to the basics to strengthen your finances. Go back to those basic things that kept you in an abundant place. Retail. Some of y'all have a great idea that will give you and Spirit is here to give you the green light. Go on for it. Go on and do what you need to do, because there's a need for it out here in the world. Consider careers in retail, e-commerce, or whether it's a good or a service. Save time, energy, and add passive income by taking your business online. Some of y'all need to go online with your business. And if you do, you're going to gain a lot of stability, because that's at the bottom of the deck. Your financial future promises to be stable and prosperous if you take control of your finances to create stability in your life. Now is an excellent time to take action on any money-related matters. At the top of the deck, it says control. Spirit is saying, Gemini, don't try to control everything. Be like water and allow the universe to work its magic. Don't lose out on opportunities because it didn't come in the form that you wanted it to. Sometimes blessings come in disguise, so you need to stay open to see their potential. Okay, so just ease up on the controlling situations. Let stuff kind of, I don't want to say let everything happen to you, but just be like water. Go with it. Flow like water. Don't be so stagnant, because it'll close off some of your blessings when you're like that. Okay, Gemini, that's it. That's all I got for you this week on I Am the Light. Thank y'all for joining me. If you enjoyed the message, please hit the like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell, and you'll know when I upload. Anything you need to know will be down in the description box. And Gemini, you know I upload every day of the week. So y'all enjoy. Y'all visit me. You know, it'd be killing me when I have a favorite reader and they only upload once a week or once every 2 weeks. It'd be driving me crazy, because I'd be like, oh man, they so good. I upload every day. I work every day. Every day. So y'all have content. So y'all have something to watch. And if you enjoyed it, like I said, hit the like button for me and share the video. I thank you for being here, Gemini. And until next week, bye, baby.